Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Panda here. We got a problem. So some of you are asking me to do the 4th of July live stream. So let me explain why it could be a good idea if I was in a better situation. But maybe also tell you why it was a bad idea last time. So, ladies and gentlemen, in 2023, here in Long Island City, we tried to do the 4th of July. Not only we were interrupted, but the cell phone service was cutting in and out, so we couldn't live stream it, but I did pre-record some of it. That files data got corrupted, right? But the problem is that I have to be there at a certain location early in the morning to get the best view possible. So the problem is I gotta be there all day during the midday, not go out and eat. Can't go. Yeah, that is a big problem for me. That means I can't leave my location. I'm gonna be in the goddamn direct sunlight, and it's gonna be hot. And mind you, people start babysitting spots as early as like 9-10 o'clock in the morning. So keep this in mind. So the last time in my PD set up a little corner for me, people did not, mind you, respect the photographer booth at all. There was a barricade, and they just overtook the barricade. This is why people in New York don't pay attention. Listen, there's a barricade, right? You're not supposed to pass it, but people pass it, and this is where my camera almost fell in the fucking river because people wanted to get a shot and then cross. Or photographer booth only. You don't rip my, take your time. Mind you, these are people literally taking the no crossing. Sorry, you cut off, right? People literally take the no crossing and then rip it up. Mind you, they go. Like I said, they just don't respect it. They just don't care. It's not what you want, it's what they want. And this is how, like I said, my camera was fell in the fucking river. I was pointing, mind you, it was on a tripod, right? This woman comes right in front of the camera and then elbows it like, oh, it was this discussion. It's like, oh, you shouldn't be here anyway. Shouldn't have these things here. I'm like, man, I'm doing something for the city. You interrupting. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, it could be a good thing, but also a bad thing. So, I'm going to my storage, and I'm going to set up for 4th of July. But I don't think I'm going to go early. If I don't get a spot at the 4th of July, I probably won't shoot it. Because I really don't want to be out in that sun, to be honest with you. And I got to babysit a spot all day? Nah. See, these folks on that side of Long Island City by Grand State Park, see, those are the rich 1% people. See, they can just go in and out their apartments or their condominiums. Hey, honey, when you go upstairs, go get me that bottle of wine. Like, yeah, you just hold the spot. See, I don't have that luxury. I do not have that luxury. She says, oh yeah, I live here, I can go upstairs. No, I don't. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm fucked either way. So take it with a grain of salt. So some of you are asking me to cover the 4th of July, and I'm giving you my experience dealing with 4th of July in 2023. It was almost a disaster. This woman did not want to respect, none of the people wanted to respect the photographer booth. They wanted to override and, mind you, overrun the police barricade. I don't feel like having another camera getting damaged. So everyone, 4th of July. But also, here's another problem happening. All storage units are closed on the 4th of July. That means I have to take my camera equipment, out from the storage and bring it with me, which I do not want to do. Oh, this guy's speeding recklessly. What? I do not want to, mind you, like I said, all storage units are closed. So that means I have to get all my stuff today and bring it with me today and then bring it to me tomorrow and then have to wait until the 5th to bring it all back. That's a nuisance, everyone. That's a lot of work. Just to, you know, take some photographs, some video. I wish I was getting paid $3,500 to do it. So this time, what I'm going to do is live stream it, if I'm able to, everybody. Like I said, my health hasn't been the best. I've been trying my best to recover. It's been a good process. You know, going to the therapy, like today, got to go to the therapy today for my knee and my legs, for my veins, because I've been having problems with my veins, blood flow, oxygen, yeah. Having problems with my heart, so I gotta be careful. All right, we're going past, we're going to see into the Dutch Kills, the hood. Now this is where it gets dirty and messy. Well, it's still dirty and messy in Long Island City. Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat Long Island City shit. You guys got dog shit everywhere. So those are the problems I'm having about 4th of July, everybody. I gotta bring a lot of gear. I gotta bring 2 tripods, 2 cameras, 2 gimbals. You're like, why all that gear? Like, first and foremost, every videographer knows that you just don't bring 1 camera, you bring a 2nd camera for a backup. You never know when some shit might happen. 2, the cameras are for the photos, for the stills. I need it from both cameras, both angles, both. Mind you, I have Iris 11, Iris 15. I want both lenses to be used for this fireworks display. But I also have been looking at a new camera. I'm trying to buy a new camera, or I'm wishing to buy a new camera. And the problem is I'm having is that. So let me show you my list. Where is it? Wait, where is it? I thought I recorded it last night. This is it. Alright, guys, I recorded this last night. I'm going to B&H, looking at the used camera menu session, okay? Yes, I'm buying used cameras because I'm too poor. Alright? So, I'm saying to myself, if I get enough money on my birthday, I need to buy a new camera. Because the Canons, okay, let me explain what's going on with the Canon 770D. It's a used camera that I brought from B&H. It was in excellent condition, but I've been doing some things that you should not be doing with Canon cameras. Like you don't know coding, you will brick your camera. So I've been doing that to my cameras. But here's the problem. Now that I took it off my camera, mind you, took it off the 70D, I noticed some pixel problems. Red spots, pixel problems. Every time I take a picture, I've been seeing some pixel problems. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I'm thinking about buying a used Sony camera. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to buy.
I'm Panda.
I'm going to buy a 6300. I know it's a very old Sony mirrorless camera, but it would do the job.
With our app, with my Canon 7D.
I think that's Jonathan. I don't know who that is.
I have a Canon 7D and a non-working 80D. but I'm looking into going back into Sony. I know. Listen, this is my affordable option for my birthday. I'm trying to look for one camera that I can use with my...
So yeah, I'm gonna use the Sony 8, well, that's my hope. Use the Sony a6300, right? Buy the Metabones adapter, right? And all this is coming from B&H. I don't want to buy it from Amazon because Amazon sucks, and every time something, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, lately Amazon's been sucking in away. Sending me a used product when it's supposed to be in very excellent condition. Recently that happened. It was for the iPhone. It's supposed to be an investment for the iPhone, so I can power and use my audio. And I can't even use that thing because it didn't even work. Yeah, and now Amazon's giving me an issue about getting my money back. But anyway, like I said, the a6300 with the Metabones adapter, right? It's from E mount to FE mount because I have FE lenses. But I also could be used E mounts if I choose to, so I don't have to use the Metabones adapter. So I have that flexibility to use 2 different mounts on one camera. That's why I want to make that investment. Now the Metabones adapter that I saw they had listed with the 1x5 booster was what, it was used for I think it was like $129, which is great because those things are like $300-400. Those, just the adapter, the MetaBoost adapter, it's like $400. I even think about buying a used case for it. And the a6300 is no slouch. It has 493 autofocus points. It covers 92 or 93% of the entire sensor. So therefore, like, you cannot miss a shot with that camera. I used that camera in the past for video. This is why I also want to get that camera. I used it in the past for video, and I thought it was amazing. It's not up to par to what the new Sony cameras are up to, but it's going to do nicely when I'm doing S-Log or, yeah, standard S-Log footage. And now, should I go shoot 4th of July? Should I deal with bringing all this stuff back and forth? That means, everybody, I have to bring the stuff from Long Island City back to Brooklyn back to Long Island City, and babysit at the waterfront all day. Mind you, I have no friends. They're too busy going to get drunk and have some, mind you, like last time, if you watched the live stream where we were trying to live stream, people were getting drunk before the fireworks started. And now, rich people, everyone think they elite some, yeah, to the elite, they think they're elites, okay? Let's put it that way. I'm not hating. But mind you, I was the only fucking sober person, but I was getting my camera pushed. Camera almost fell in the fucking river. Lens got damaged. Come on. And mind you, I return it every single time. Mind you, it's blowing up on Instagram right now. Everyone's like, yeah, damn Panda, you just find phones. Yo, man, mind you, the city should just give me a job to help people recover their fucking property. Because it's not that hard to find people. Especially with my skill sets, I know how to do it easy. And everyone's like, how do you find the owner? And how did you find the sister? Well, like I said, I dried the phone out. I wasn't going to use rice. That's the old school bullshit method. Listen, I took a blow dryer. Mind you, I didn't put the blow dryer on high. What I did is left it on low, sat it at least 10 feet. I mean, not 10 feet, 10 inches away from the blow dryer. I sat it on the table inside the hostel, and for about 2 hours, I just let it blow warm air to the USB port, the speaker port, and just let it dry out. I didn't put it on high because I don't want it to rust. I don't want corrosion to happen. See, you got to think about this when you dry up shit. That's what I kept at a distance and let the air just flow to it so it could dry. And it did. Software to literally basically open this guy's iPhone. And like, yeah, found his sister's information. So I contacted his sister. And mind you, this is what happened yesterday. When I returned it, got a little gift in the envelope. Look at that. Now, not everyone gives a reward when I find their phone. Some people are like, oh, thank you, like that young lady. Oh, thank you so much. I know she wasn't gonna give me one. First of all, I won't take a reward from a young person. But if you're wealthy, I'm like, yeah, cough that up, bro. Cough that up. You looking like you driving a Mercedes. Oh, you driving a McLaren? Nah, give me your phone back. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's what happened yesterday. So I was pretty fucking happy. Then I decided, let me stop for a second. And then I stopped for a second, and then I went back to the hostel. I decided to invest that and put it towards the hostel. Then Michael decided, like, yeah, that was a smart plan. But Michael, it was. But guess what? I took your $30 and also invested that in a hostel. Because, mind you, if I had an extra, what was it, I think it was like $27 on top of that, I could have paid for the extra 2 nights. So that's what I asked him to do, is cancel the reservation from before and do the reservation again, and then add some of the money into that reservation. So now I have an extra day. This is why I don't want to bring back and forth all the camera gear from Long Island City to the hostel, because I'm basically going to be on the train, wasting $290. That's another issue that I'm going to be having, everybody. $290 on a hot summer. Guys, I've been talking about this. Subway is a terrible place to be in the summer. Look what happened to the model. Look what happened to this model. She was attacked by a convicted con that was just released from prison. People talking about stop worrying about a child. Well, first of all, the child came to my table. So yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, I had to like shut the haters down real quick, because the haters are not paying attention to the narrative. See, they never pay attention to the narrative. So listen to the narrative, you fuck faces. When anyone, adult child, comes to your table and tries to steal from you, and then wants to sit next to you and block your view when you're about to do something, yeah, it's intentional. Mind you, this kid has been doing this for a while in this park. Stealing, taking people's property, like the guy wanted to beat the crap out of him. If I wasn't there, I'm pretty sure that guy would have done something to that child. If I wasn't there, he probably would have done something to that child. But ladies and gentlemen, I try to emphasize structure, integrity. I say that word wrong. It's too early in the morning. But yeah, this kid was being a fucking nuisance, like a really bad, mind you, he said it himself. I don't live around here, so I don't care. Yeah, it's, like I said, if he's unhinged, his parents are unhinged. Think about it. If this child is behaving, cursing at other adults, and doesn't care, that means, imagine the household. So with that said, everyone, 4th of July, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna have to like rub. If I'm gonna do this, I need to be happy. If I'm gonna do 4th of July and do all that work just for some photos and some video, and then do it for you, mind you, when I do 4th of July, it's either I take a risk with either horizontal or vertical video. Since YouTube loves vertical video, which vertical video is good, but horizontal video is better. You have not only the width from your pan, but also your tilt. I have to pan in vertical in order to get what I need to shoot. Like for this scene, let's just say this scene here. If I'm doing vertical video now, right? But if I flip it, you see how there's more real estate? Don't you flip your phone? Don't you see there's more real estate now? Well, I'm flipping my phone. See? You see? Look at this corner here. And look in this corner here. Now, watch when I flip my phone. There's more real estate. That's what I'm talking about. People want to see the real estate of the video. YouTube was only doing vertical video because it's popular among streamers and LR streamers when they mind you, these streamers are not doing professional videos. They're streaming. They're not doing professional streaming. I'm doing professional streaming. That's what separates streamers from real professional streamers. Streamers that do broadcasting, networking broadcasting, announcement broadcasting, podcast broadcasting, right? You want the highest quality. You don't want to just choose the recommend standard, your YouTube or whatever app that you're using. They say, oh, these are the recommend standards. No, there's not. It's not the recommend standards. I'm shooting this in 1080p 60. Mind you, my bitrate is like 6,000. You know what YouTube does on the app? They throttle your bitrate at 3,500. So if you want to stream in 1080p, you can't manually control your shutter speed. Mind you, if you're using a very bad service, which I don't recommend, listen, the only cell phone services that you should be streaming on 4K 1080p 60 is Mint Mobile or Visible, which I'm using right now on Verizon. Mint Mobile, Verizon, I've been live streaming a lot, but I noticed some hiccups, some stuttering, some missing video clips. Like I said, all cell phones it's not perfect, but this one is by far the best one so far. So now I have to choose, everyone. Should I just risk being dehydrated and hungry and just sit out? Here's the thing. This is what I was discussing with Yuki this morning through our chat on the computer. She said, is it worth it just to get likes when no one supports? I said, people support. I said, yeah, Michael and everybody, but that's not the support that I'm talking about. Your emotional, your physical support. Like, do these people understand that this is like a 9-to-5 job? Like, your physical aspect of like lifting this shit and getting on a train. Mind you, I gotta lift this shit in the wagon and like bring it back and forth. Is it worth it? This is like, no, it's not. I'm not getting paid like I used to. Mind you, for me to do that, I should get paid to do stuff like this for like $2,500. Yeah, $2,500. It's 200. Mind you, it's like $250 an hour for a videographer. So take it with a grain of salt, everyone. So if you hired a videographer for 8 hours, you do the math. And yes, you got to buy it. And you got to hire an editor. That costs money too. Everyone thinks the videographer, it's a one price thing. No, you got to pay for the editing too. Yes, you're gonna have to pay for the editing. Everyone thinks the editing is part of the video package. It's not. It's a separate package because it could be a different editor, not the videographer. It could be someone else editing. But I always separate my editing packages from my video packages. And ask any videographer, mind you, cinephotographer. They tell you, yes, that's the correct way to do it. Separate your, mind you, your software to ability, mind you, software. People don't believe that you have to pay, mind you, you have to pay membership for this software monthly, right? And people expect you to just have the software. It's not free. It costs money. It costs memberships. But now I'm hesitating. Should I do the 4th of July? Do all this fucking work just for some video? Here's my problem with it. Here's my problem with it. I know Michael and probably Alicia are gonna donate, but it's not worth that donation. And I'm not saying that donation is not worth their time, but like I said, something like that, I should get paid $2,500 from someone in this fucking city to cover the 4th of July. You know, all that work and bringing all that for your audience seems like it's a good thing, but it's a lot of work. Especially in this heat. Oh, my panda. And for me, I should not be doing that. I should not be doing that right now. So that's why I'm hesitating to cover the 4th of July. So don't hate me if I don't cover it. Okay? I just don't want to sit out in the sun all day for one spot so I can get this one shot and one video. Yeah, I know. It's going to look cool as fuck at the end. The result is going to be so epic. But is it worth risking your health and sunburn and... Mind you, that place over there in Long Island City, the Gaines State Park, that place is not cheap. Food is like $15, $20 up. It's not cheap food. It's not. Even the food trucks are not cheap over there. So I got no chance of fucking hell to buy food. I gotta go in the hood. I gotta go to the 99-cent store. I gotta go to the Paliqua store. You know, get, you know, or cook something pre-ahead, but like, I don't want to eat my food cold. I want to eat my food nice and hot and warm because it tastes better that way. I don't know, man. Sometimes 4th of July just runs me the wrong way. Shit. Yeah, because what are we celebrating 4th of July for? Mind you, this country is deporting its own American citizens for dumb shit reasons. So, excuse me if I feel enthusiastic about 4th of July. Excuse me if I don't feel encouraged by 4th of July. I'm sorry that this country is falling, it's fucking apart. Why are we celebrating 4th of July? Why am I celebrating 4th of July? I'm not even celebrating. I just want to document it for your amusement. But sometimes that amusement causes a penalty. And that penalty is I gotta babysit a fucking spot. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to be arguing with people in the crowd and trying to get out the fucking park and trying to, and mind you, I have to wait till people get out the park to pack my stuff because they won't, mind you, step it over me. I just don't want to deal with that anymore. And plus, and the reason why I also don't want to, because there was no love that year. I was like, damn, only Michael donated and someone else. I was like, yeah, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. So, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why I don't want to do 4th of July. Too problematic, people get drunk, it's stupid, knock down hit your camera, break your fucking lens, and like, it shouldn't be here. And then you're like, oh, these fucking rich people, they're gonna give me an attitude now, so now I'm gonna educate these fuckers. So don't excuse me if I feel, like I said, feel unenthusiastic about fucking 4th of July, because honestly, I don't want to celebrate it. So yeah, it's happening this year over here in Long Island City by the river, which is convenient, but not very convenient now because I'm in Brooklyn. And now I gotta bring the gear. Oh man, I don't think I want to do this. But here's the thing, there's a little fire in my heart that says I want to do it. See? There's a little fucking spark right there in my heart that's like, you know you want to do it, bitch. Shut up. Stop bitching. That's the problem again, everybody. I got that little encouragement, a little mini panda inside me. A little spark like, fuck these people. Do it. Show them how much not being a man, how much strength you have. And sometimes that being that kind of cocky can cost me. And it did cost me. Last year, it cost me 10 days in the hospital. I don't think I want to do that. Well. So I don't know, everybody. You tell me what I need to do. What do you think is best, what I should do? But I'm pretty sure this video has been lagging because, you know, the service has been acting a little funny lately. But that's because I probably went over 300 gigabytes so far. So, yeah, a lot of live streaming on Visible. Like I said, for $45 a month, guys, this is like the best service for live streamers in 4K, 1080p. You know, you can watch all the fucking porn you want. You can you can literally live stream all you want. And yeah, it's gonna throttle based on the area you are going in, but at the beginning of your service, it's just it's banging. But I noticed it the last few days. It's been I had to re-upload some things, so take it with a grain of salt. But and my birthday's coming up, so I'm thinking about, I don't know, I need a new camera, a used new camera, you know. But other than that, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not. Dude, I really want to bring my cameras. Oh, I really don't want to do that. Not in this heat. It's supposed to be 33 today. Celsius. Oh, for you non-Celsius asses out there that don't know how to do math, that's about 91, 92 Fahrenheit. It's going to be very, very warm today. So, fair warning, shit is going to pop off. And what I mean by that is, like, it's think about it, it was humid and sweaty yesterday. Even though it had over clouds, but today is supposed to be that day where you kind of want to avoid the sun at all costs, because right now, when you walk in the sun, you can feel it on your skin like, ooh, yeah, that motherfucker wants to cook me. It wants to cook. So, yeah, with that said, everyone, I'm gonna get out of here. Take care, and I'll live stream later.